Here's our to Brandon King, and today I'm going to be talking about some fan theories. So, not really fan theories, more like Brandon theories. So, I made these theories all by myself. These theories are going to be for Kamen Rider Revice episode 49 and maybe 50, just the ending of Revice. So, there's 2 more episodes until the end of Revice, which is altogether 15 more days. There's 1 more day until episode 49, and then 1 more week until episode 50, which is the final one. I was way more excited for the final episode of Saber than I was here. I was actually watching the preview 10 million times per day until it came out. But it just kind of went downhill, the story, after episode 25. After Ortega disappeared and Thundergale appeared, it just all went downhill. But whatever, there were still some good episodes after that, like the episode with Subaru Kimura, or that episode with Destiny vs. Veil, or maybe the episode after Ultimate Revice, episode 39. That's also good. And episode 48 wasn't that bad either. And 47 was quite confusing, like not really confusing, just weird. But I guess it's okay. But yeah, so yeah, 2 more days, 2 more weeks, 2 more episodes. I'm feeling a little bit sad, but Geet is coming, and if you guys are watching right now, I have a special video that I'm gonna be uploading a day after Revice episode 50. Very special, and I can't wait to upload that. If anyone is watching right now, there it is. The day after episode 50, a special video of Kamen Rider Revice is coming out, and it's gonna be amazing. Maybe. Okay, so let's start with the fan theories. Brand theories. Predictions for Kamen Rider Revice episode 49. Okay, so number 1. For the first prediction, I think that because of everything we've seen in the preview of episode 49, and some magazine scans, that there's a magazine scan of Ikki that fights Vice while everyone is watching. Vice is going crazy. But in a leaked picture preview of episode 50, it's like they're all good again, but they're looking at a villain. Whoever the villain is, this is confusing. So yeah, Ikki fights Vice and Vice goes crazy. In the preview of episode 49, we see Vice attacking some citizens, and there was some maybe blood on his mouth. I don't think they'll go as crazy as Vice eating and killing someone, because it's a kid show. So I think that Vice attacked someone and blood went to his mouth. It didn't like splurt out, but it just appeared like it cut out and onto him again. Then the citizen just ran away. So then this team comes and attacks Vice. But I don't know. Maybe what would happen next? But maybe because Masao appeared in episode 47, the Masao Bon guy, the one that uploaded a video in ByTube in episode 5. Maybe some other guest members that have appeared in Revice will appear in episode 49 to add some runtime, like Ayaka, Subaru Kimura, the friend of Ikki, and maybe Bon or Masao can come again. Maybe his grandpa, or the 3 scam callers, or maybe Amahiko and Kudo can come back, because they were like eaten, right, by GIF, and then Ortega came out, so why not? Okay, so that's all for the first prediction. That was quite short, but the second one is more shorter, but the more longer ones are in part 4 and 5. Second one and third one are quite short. So next is quite impossible, but I'm still telling this. So maybe, just maybe, Genta and Yukimi were trying to find Ikki after he moved out because he doesn't remember them. So we see in the preview that he's just living with Vice now, cooking with Vice, sleeping with Vice, going shopping with Vice, playing with Vice. But then, while Genta and Yuki were trying to find Iki, and Daiji and Sakura trying to find Iki too, but in another place, then Genta and Yuki finds Vice attacking some people. So Genta hints into the stream and tries to stop Vice. And then, here, this is the impossible part that will never happen because of how crazy this is. This is just so crazy. So this is it. Okay. After Genta hints into the stream and tries to stop Vice, because Vice attacks back, maybe because his like true devil is out already and controlling him. Okay. Vice pushes the stream out of the way and kills Yukimi. Yes, kills Yukimi. Remember in the first episode where he tried to eat Yukimi? This is quite impossible, but kill Yukimi. Yes, just do that. Just do that. But that's impossible to just do that. And, well, more crazy things happen. So then this stream almost kills Vice because of how mad he is. And then some flashbacks appear of him with times with Yukimi, and then Iki appears and fights Vice because he sort of knows that woman lying down there is his mom. So yeah. No, can't happen. So yeah, this is just the most weirdest theory I've ever made in my whole life. And I don't think this would be happening. But the first one has a maybe has a 50% chance of happening in episode 49. Okay, number 3. So, this one is actually a bit disappointing. It plays out like this. So, Iki regains his memories. But why? Like how? So, he fights Vice after whatever happens before. Like whatever happens before with this stream and Vice. This is like episode 50 prediction too. But then, all of a sudden, Iki and Vice has a heart-to-heart moment. Iki tells some things for Vice, Vice says something to Iki, and then suddenly their bond is fixed again. And a new Vistamp appears, which is like the Wonder Almighty Wonderite book and the Realizing Hopper Progress Key. And it's the same exact form as Rex Genome on the screen right now, but just different Vistamp and more powerful. But then the thing is, Vice is still a devil. Vice is still going crazy. So Iki hinges to that form, and suddenly he regains all his memories again through the power of friendship and family and devils and Vistamps. Okay, and maybe it would be called something. I don't know what it would be called, but I think 100% there's gonna be something like this. I hope Iki doesn't remember though, because this is such a good concept already. So yeah, maybe it's gonna be called like Partner Devil or Aibo Devil or Living Devil or Live Revice. And then Iki regains his memories and stops Vice from becoming crazy, and they live happily ever after. So that's a bit, yeah. So yeah, that's for the third one, which is probably 65% of happening. The second one, 15% of happening. Fourth one is something that I really hope that will happen, and it's more longer. Okay, I think this is a perfect ending for me. So, Yukimi calls George, Daiji, and everyone. After the stream gets destroyed, gets eliminated, just gets beaten up by Vice to watch Ultimate Revive fight Vice. They can't tamper with everything. Because Iki has to fight, has to overcome his devil that made him do everything. Like, that made him lose his memories, fight, and forget his family and friends. But, yeah, something like that. And then, George tells Iki that he has to destroy Vice. Because that is not Vice anymore. So I'm thinking that, like, it's like Vice is gone already. This is demonic Vice already. This is like villainous. This like you can't control this Vice anymore. He's like turned into a veil. So that might be good. So then, of course, this breaks Iki so much, but this is what he has to do. So then. Iki has to destroy Vice, but Daiji remembers that if Vice dies, Iki also does. So, Daiji, Genta, Sakura, and Hiromi. Yep, Daiji, Genta, Sakura, and Hiromi. No Yukimi first. Says no. But Yukimi says this is the only way. She says some words that we've seen her say through the past couple of episodes, and it just, her words are like words of a real mom. Like, wow. But maybe she says something like he has to overcome his demon, even though it means his life. We have to move on from him, and this is the only way. So yeah. Then George runs to the weekend base and gets an unused draft of a Vistamp real fast and makes that Vistamp. Like, he makes that Vistamp real fast and then puts in that Vistamp, he puts Rex Genom, maybe the Juga Vistamp, Baritrex, Volcano Rex, Jack Revice, Thunder Gale, Ultimate Revice, all in one Vistamp. That takes at least like 20 minutes to make. So then, Life and Sakura and Jen needs to stop Vice from doing some crazy things first while George is doing it. But something goes wrong while making the Vistamp. It's too strong that the whole weekend base almost explodes. And because of that, thousands of people's lives are in danger too. So what do they do? Let's just say that a lot of people are still living in weekend right now. Hiromi gets a call from George saying that this happens. Hiromi has to step up to save thousands of people. He has to become demons once again. He has to become over the demons. He has to become over demons. So then Hiromi has to sacrifice his life. Yes. He gets Condor Genomics, Bata Genomics. 2 Genomics only that make him almost die to save thousands or just maybe hundreds of the remaining weekend people that are held in there. He has to save all of them before it blows up. And he also has to save Karizaki. So Karizaki, still getting all like the power into the Vistamp. It's finished. But then the thing explodes. Just the whole laptop, the whole power sources explodes. Just right in time, Hiromi catches him. Hiromi grabs him by the collar and gets him away. And the whole weekend base explodes along with the house. So that is amazing. So Hiromi sacrificed himself to rescue George and thousands, if not millions, no, maybe hundreds of remaining weakened people. But then he unhinges, falls down, and I wouldn't say die yet though. But then George has the Vistamp. Hiromi says to him, give that to Ikki, leave me be for now. So George rushes to Ikki, throws him the Vistamp. Ikki gets it. Whatever the Vistamp name is, insert Vistamp name. Come on, something. Come on, something. Something up. Maybe something more cooler than that, but then Ikki fights Vice while having like a heart-to-heart session with him too. And maybe a sad song can be heard in the background. Maybe My Dream, but maybe not, because it's already been used for Desast, and not Desast, that's Saber. For Veil and Destream's fight. Maybe another song that's also sang by young and old Yukimi, because their voices together are amazing. So then it ends with Ikki killing Vice, because that's the only way. And he ultimately dies himself too. That's the end of this prediction. Well, not really. 3 months later, it fast forwards 3 months later, where Sakura is back in school again. Hana, Tamaki, Hikaru trying to fix Weekend again to make it a new organization, with Hikaru becoming the leader. Tamaki becoming the leader. Or maybe either of them, Tamaki or Hikaru, and maybe one of them can become the co-leader, and Hana too. The 3 main leaders of Weekend. And then Daiji and George and like maybe Tatsuhiko can help rebuild Phoenix again to a new organization that still helps people. And Hiromi is left in a coma, but still treated and not yet dead now, and continues to visit next. Well, Gentai Yukimi is still in the bathhouse. The bathhouse has some upgrades of pictures of like Revice and Vice to remember Ikki, because they don't have his picture. But to remember Ikki, they put a picture of Revice. The end. Oh my goodness, when I wrote that, I had tears. Okay, final one now. Final one, I think Ikki will find Vice attacking Destream, and then he will help Destream stop Vice. Then they bring him to his senses again with the help of Live and Jun. But then all of a sudden, George, now the main villain, is not Vice. So all of a sudden, George falls down while screaming, and then his devil, Chic, comes out and attacks them, surprisingly, and destroys them, because now he's stronger than ever. After Battle Familia, of course, he got a taste of Juga and just eliminates them. Then Destream tries to fight Chic and almost dies. So then Life becomes Ability Life and Jan becomes Muteki or Invincible Jan and tries to stop Chic. And then Chic destroys the Giffard Vistamp and Giffard X Vistamp and almost destroys the driver, making Ikki and Vice faint. So then Life and Jan are still fighting with the help of some Demon's troopers, and then while Ikki and Vice are fainted, they connect to each other, and then Vice offers one more contract to Ikki. A new Vistamp. they will get a new Vistamp for a new form, which is still the Rex Genome, but different Vistamp. But Iki and Vice will die after defeating Chic. So then Iki agrees. And then they wake up, and then that's the end of episode 49. So yeah, 5 predictions, and I think the 4th one is the most craziest one, and I hope that will happen because it would fix everything for Revice for me. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, and share, and comment down below what you thought about any of these predictions. And special video Monday next week. Don't know if any of you guys are watching this, because sometimes I see my watch duration. A lot of you don't even watch until the finish. So hello, I guess if you're watching here, great job for you. You deserve a thumbs up. Give a clap to yourself. Give a high five. And yeah, can't wait for tomorrow, episode 49. Oh my god, I can't wait.